All right, Shalom. First of all, giving all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe. This the brother not by Ayashi, the GMS Indianapolis camp. Come with another episode to get your mind right. Today we're going to be dealing with don't be partial in judgment. Because you got a lot of people out here that's partial in judgment. Number one, starting off with the white man. He shows partiality in judgment every time when you see a Jake get gunned down in the street, and then an Edomite cop or a detective, Edomite cop come to trial. What happens? He gets off on what? Partiality because of what? His skin color, his race. You see what I'm saying? Esau shows no equity in judgment. And as brothers in this faith, we got to be aware of not doing the same thing. Not showing favoritism, because that's what partiality is what? Showing favoritism. Whether it's your friend, your mother, your uncle, your father, your brother, your sister, your grandma, you got to be equal in judgment. You can't let friendship or whatever blind your judgment when it comes to dealing with the words of YAHAWASHI, and that's where Esau, the so-called white man or the self-proclaimed white man, fails at. Esau and the rest of these heathens out here in the world. See what I'm saying? They'll see their best friend steal something in the store and won't say nothing, but then see somebody else that they're not real close with, that they just met or whatever, and jump down on them and cuss them out and fight them or whatever. That's being partial in judgment. And we're going to go to the law with it. This is Leviticus 19 and 15. It said, "Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment." What is that unrighteousness in judgment? Being partial, showing favoritism. It said, "Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor." See, in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. What is righteousness? According to the words of YAHAWASHI, the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You can't be partial in judgment in anything. See what I'm saying? Whether it's a friend, a homeboy, a homegirl, or whatever, your wife, your kids, especially as a father in a household, you can't be partial in judgment. You can't be showing favoritism to your children. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'm not going to punish him because blah, 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 or I'm not going to punish her because blah, 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 but the rest of your children did the same thing and you whooped their butt and grounded them for 3 months. But your favorite, you didn't punish them when they did the same thing, even worse. They burnt the kitchen down, you know what I'm saying, trying to cook some pork, but you don't punish them, but you punish your kids that's trying to do right, that's making good grades in school, who spilled some water on the floor. You beat them half to death. That's showing partiality and judgment. See what I'm saying? Same thing with brothers in the camp, man. You see what I'm saying? A brother that you've been knowing for years more than the younger brothers, you let them slide, but then the younger brother do something wrong, you curse them out and suspend them, and you can't do that in this truth, man. You can't. And that goes on a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It goes on from the past all the way up to the present. Not speaking to nobody in particular, but it's just, hey, this has been on my spirit to do this, man. Because there's a lot of partiality in this world, man. Nobody except the men of the Lord judges with equity anymore. Everything is based off of feelings and emotions now in this world, man. See what I'm saying? The next scripture is Deuteronomy 1 and 17. I ain't gonna make this long, I'm just going straight to the point. I gotta clock in a few minutes to work. Deuteronomy 1 and 17 says, "Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great." Meaning what? A person that's insignificant to you, or a person that's mighty in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? That could be a younger brother, that could be an older brother, that could be your brother, it could be your cousin. You see what I'm saying? That you hold in high regard or high esteem. Let me read that again. "Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of the man, for the judgment is Yahawah's, and the cause that is too hard for you Bring it unto me, and I will hear it. So if you don't know how to deal with the situation, pray to YAHAWASHI. Lord, help me. I don't know how to deal with this matter or judge this matter. I don't want to go off in my judgment. Lord, help me. So I can be fair. So I can be equal. So I won't be showing no favoritism, man. You see what I'm saying? That would be the most honorable thing to do instead of, hey, man, blah, 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 blah. You only taking the side of your friend instead of hearing what's right, man. But because of your feelings. We can't do this in this world, man. It's bad enough the heathens do it, but shit, hell, as men of the Lord, we can't do that, man. You see what I'm saying? We have to be equal in judgment. Like the scripture says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. What you think partiality is? That's a false balance, man. You got to hear both sides of the story. Well, there's three sides to every story. It's my side, your side, and the truth. That's what matters, the truth. You get what I'm saying? This Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahawah and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It says, what? Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. So hear the whole situation out before you make judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau don't do. Esau don't hear the whole situation before he make his judgment. He'll let you tell your side, but if he feel like it's not good enough or not right in his eyes, then guess what? You getting sentenced to 50 years in jail for a parking ticket. See what I'm saying? Because why? He's not being partial. He's being emotional. You know what I'm saying? That's not being a righteous judge, man. You get what I'm saying? That's what being emotional. That's a feminine trait, man. Not being a righteous judge, not hearing the whole conclusion. You just going off your own opinion or emotion about a certain situation instead of dealing with righteousness, man. You see what I'm saying? So shit, I gotta get ready and go ahead and clock in, man. So hey, so with that, Abba, Shalom, and don't be partial in judgment, man. Show equity and not favoritism, man. With that, Shalom.